I'm proud to announce this video is sponsored by Godhand Hobby. Get the best tools for building your model kits delivered directly to your door and save 10% off when you use discount code PT10. Link in the description. Check it out. So 7 months ago, I did a comparison video between the DSPIAE nippers and the Godhand nippers straight out of the box. So 4 high-grade kits and 2 master-grade kits later apiece, do the DSPIAE nippers still compare to the Godhands? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Plasmotherapist here, and today is my 7-month follow-up between the DSPIAE nippers and the Godhand nippers. A lot of you guys have been wondering how well the DSPIAE nippers hold up over time compared to the Godhands, so I figured I'd take this time to really do an in-depth side-by-side comparison, because both kits have been through about 4 high grades and 2 master grade kits apiece, so it's about as even as I can get it for this point in time. I'm excited, I hope you guys are too, so without further ado, let's head over to my workstation. The Godhands really are the top of the line when it comes to nippers. Even after 7 months of minimal maintenance, these nippers still perform extremely well and still look as if they're brand new. After a quick wipe with a paper towel, I'm putting them right back into their felt-lined sleeves. These nippers definitely still have a lot of shine and definitely feel like they're going to last a whole lot longer. Now onto the DSPIAEs. After 7 months of the same treatment as the Godhands, they definitely don't have the same amount of shine, and that might just be due to the sleeve that they're in. But ultimately, we're not looking at how well these nippers look, we're looking at how well they actually perform. So let's get into that right now. So for our comparison today, I'm going to be using the Death Scythe Hell Custom Side Skirt Armor. Reason being is that these two runners are exactly the same with the exception of these scythe bits, so I'm just not going to use this bit here, we're just going to use the rest of this runner here. I'm going to cut them out using an entry grade nipper, then I'll clean them up with a Godhand and the DSPIAE. I'll snap them together, put them side by side. I won't tell you which one is which, so you guys can kind of guess and see if you can tell the difference between one or the other. And then I'll let you guys know which one is which, and you guys can make your judgments based on that. So let me go ahead and get cutting these pieces out. Let me snap them together, and I'll see you at the end for the comparison. Alright, so here we have our 2 pieces here. I marked them on the back with a blue tape and a yellow tape, so I know the difference and I can show you guys in the end which one is which. Getting right into it, let's start with the dark colors here because those are the most visible. When you're doing a side-by-side comparison, and even for me, when I first just kind of came back and looked at it, I honestly couldn't tell the difference. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, and maybe you guys can guess which one is which, but for me, I honestly couldn't tell the difference. If there is one, it's not noticeable, and with the way that the pieces are cut now, you're still going to require some cleanup, regardless of whatever nippers you use. So there's the dark pieces. Let's go ahead and turn them over to the red section here. Basically identical. They feel the same. Cut flush to the pieces. I know it may look like they're a little bit raised, but at that point, it's not due to the pieces fault. It's probably more due to me, if anything, more than anything else. So on to the guess. If you had guessed that the blue one is the Godhand, you are wrong. That is actually the DSPIAE. So the blue is the DSPIAE, the yellow is the Godhand. I had to go back and review the tapes myself, so I know which one is which, but there you have it. Hey guys, if you're appreciating the video so far, leave a like. Lets me know you found value in the content. If you haven't done so already and you want to stay up to date on anytime I come out with a new video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Finally, if you're in the market for some new tools or maybe one of the nippers mentioned in this video, head over to godhandhobby.com and save 10% off when you use discount code PT10. Links in the description. Anyway, let's finish up and wrap up today's video. So closing thoughts. The end result that you're going to get is going to be identical, so at that point it doesn't really matter which one you get. However, the biggest difference between the 2 nippers is that the DSPIAE has a very audible click when you're cutting nubs off of your pieces. Now, I don't know if that's just the one that I have, but it's something that I've noticed that even 7 months down the road, it still has a very audible click when I'm cutting pieces out, versus the Godhands, which are completely quiet when I'm cutting nubs off of pieces. One thing I do like about the DSPIAE though is that it feels more robust. It feels sturdier compared to the Godhands. The Godhands definitely feel like a more precision tool, but they definitely feel a bit fragile compared to the DSPIAEs. Now, if the DSPIAE didn't have that audible click, I would definitely prefer them over the Godhands at this point for price, because the DSPIAEs are cheaper, but because the Godhands are quieter and because it feels a little bit better when you're cutting pieces off, I'm probably still going to prefer the Godhand for a little while longer. But again, time will tell to see if the DSPIAEs continue to hold up over time. Time will tell if the DSPIAEs are a little bit more robust and can handle more work over time compared to the Godhands. But At 7 months in, they're identical in terms of final performance. If the click and the little bit of heft doesn't bother you, the DSPIAEs are going to be the absolute winner. But if you want that precision feeling tool that just cuts absolutely buttery smooth, the Godhand is going to be your bet. So there you have it, guys. 7-month comparison between the DSPIAE nippers and the Godhand nippers. Now, after all said and done, I still prefer my Godhand nippers because they cut so buttery smooth. But if you like the ASMR action of the DSPIAE 3.0 nippers, you can definitely pick those up and you will not be disappointed. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found some value in this content. Remember, take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you, and I'll see you in the next one.